Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys. Today I want to share the knowledge I have about definitions and types of sentence. It is about me. My name is Kartika Lestari. I'm from class scholarship B at Stichting Jogja. Okay, the first thing that will be discussed is the definition sentence. What is a sentence? A sentence is the large unit of any language. In English, it begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, or a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Ideally, a sentence requires at least one subject and one verb. In English, complete sentence must have three characteristics. The first is a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. Number 2 is must express a complete thought, not fragment. Number 3 must contain at least one subject and one verb comprising an independent clause. Okay, next to be discussed is the types of sentence. There are two types of sentence. Number 1 is structurally and number 2 is functionally. The first thing that I will be discuss is the types of sentence structurally. Well, structurally itself is divided into 4 types. The first is a simple sentence. Simple sentence must have a single clause which is independent and it cannot take another clause. For example, I always want to become a writer. One clause and one verb. And the number 2 is compound sentence. Compound sentence must have more than one independent clause with no dependent clause. For example, I always want to become a writer and she want to become a doctor. 2 independent clause and 2 verb. Number 3 is complex sentence. Complex sentence has more than one clause, but of one them must be an independent clause and the other or others must be a dependent clause. For example, I know that you always want to be a writer. In here, a dependent clause is followed by a connector and an independent clause. Number 4 is compound complex. Compound complex is mixture of the feature of compound and complex sentence in one sentence. For example, I know that you always want to become a writer, but I always want to become a doctor. Here, one independent clause is followed by a complex connector and 2 independent clauses with a compound conjunction between them. Okay, the next is functionally. Sentences are mainly 4 types in the functionally. Number 1 is declarative sentence. What is a declarative sentence? Declarative sentence is simple, express an opinion or feelings or makes a statement or describing thing. For example, I want to be a good cricket. It is a statement. And I'm very happy today. It is a feeling. And number 2 is imperative sentence. What is imperative sentence? Imperative sentence is to make a request or to give a command. Usually end with a period, but it can end with a note of exclamation. For example, please sit down. And I need you to sit down now. Number 3 is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence asks a question and must end with a note of interrogative. For example, when are you going to submit your assessment? Do you know him? Okay, the next is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence to express overflow of emotion. For example, what a day it was. I cannot believe he would do that. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.